This lesson is about two forms of branching other than the if and else structures we've been dealing with. One that's used quite a bit is a multi-way branch known as a switch and case statement, and there are places where it really comes in handy. The other special conditional expression I'm going to describe is the hook and colon, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's how the switch and case works. You take a variable expression of some sort and place it inside the parentheses of a switch statement, and the value of the variable will cause your program to jump to a matching case statement inside the body of the switch. In this example, if the value is 1, a jump will be made to this statement. If the value is 2, a jump will be made to this statement. If the value is something other than 1 or 2, the entire block of code inside the switch statement is just skipped. Notice the break statement. This causes the program to jump outside of the switch statement. It's very important inside a switch statement that you insert a break statement at the end of each case, because if you don't, execution will drop right through to the next case, and that may not be what you want it to do. Please, when you write a switch case statement, pay attention to where your break statements go. It's a common mistake for someone new to the language to leave out a break statement, and it can cause some strange things to happen. And always put a break statement on the last one in the list, even though it doesn't matter. It's not uncommon to come back and add a new case, and you don't want to add one and be dropping through into it. You may wonder why the language was designed to make the break statements necessary. It's for flexibility. In this example, the program is written so the values of 1 and 2 go to the same piece of code. The values of 1 and 2 have the exact same result. And the case of 1 and 2 will drop through to case 3. In this example, a value of either 1 or 2 will output 2 lines of text. A value of 3 will output 1 line of text. Now, the values of the case statements don't have to be in any particular order. They don't have to be continuous or anything else. Each case statement stands alone. The value on each case statement must be a constant, and it must be unique. The compiler sorts the whole thing out and comes up with an efficient way to branch to the right place. It will reorder things if necessary, but that's its problem, not ours. The value used in a switch statement and the value on each of the case statements can be any data type as long as it is an integer. In Java, the char data type is also an integer data type, so it'll work fine. A character surrounded by single quotes this way is a character constant. That is, it's a constant value of the data type char and can be used directly on a case statement. This list of case statements will catch any value of the letter being a lowercase vowel. If you want to detect uppercase vowels also, you'll have to list them separately. Remember, Java has 52 letters in its alphabet. The keyword default is a special case, if you'll pardon the pun. If none of the other values on the case statements match the switch statement value, this one does. The program will jump to the default if you have one in your switch case statement. It's always a good idea to put a default entry, especially if it's not possible to have a value other than the ones you've already specified. It's amazing how often an impossible value shows up. We've dealt with the if-else and the switch case structures for conditionally selecting which code is going to execute. But there is one more form of conditional execution. Some folks like it, but others say it should be banished from the language. It looks like this. The hook and the colon expression here is identical to this block of if statements. Here's how it works. If B is less than C, the value of D is assigned to A. However, if B is not less than C, the value of E is assigned to A. Now that's exactly what this if statement does. This is just sort of a shorthand. I don't know of anyone who is neutral on this thing. Folks seem to either think it's cute and concise or they hate it. I guess I fall into the first group because I use it from time to time as the mood strikes me. You won't find it used a lot. But it isn't just in Java. This same construct exists in C and C++, and arguments about it go on all the time. All I can say is, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. I'll try to remember that you don't like it and try not to use it in any of the upcoming examples, but I'm not promising anything.